And with the magician, we have the power to change the meaning to us, to change ourselves. So who are we? Who were we? And who do we want to be? Hello, mystical light beings, and welcome to Lena Mystic, where we embrace our spiritual awakenings by identifying our personal power and authentic selves. I'm Lena Mystic, and I'm just here to be a spiritual decoder for anyone who comes to this channel. I started this channel to kind of guide me in a sense while I'm learning, and also guide people who watch my videos. I started this channel maybe like 4 years ago, and it's just based off of spiritual awakening content, me learning as I go and sharing the knowledge that I've gained. I'm officially also an author, which I've written a healing book called Healers Break to Heal, the Guide to Forgiveness Workbook. And that book, I know I was guided to write that book because I reread it and I'm like, this is insane. Like, I didn't even know that I had this level of consciousness. So you guys can check that out. I'm taking pre-orders again. The first shipment is all out, which is crazy because I was within 1 month of releasing it. But today's video, it's not even really to talk about that stuff. Although I feel like someone came here and it resonated with them and they just want to connect to that message. But today is a little different. I feel like this is a collective message for all of us that we specifically need in this time. I feel like the last couple of weeks have really been a time to break away from society and break away from being with people, being around people. With the new moon that just happened recently, a lot of us were really emotional. Like, I know even me, I was like, am I depressed? Like, what is happening? And then I looked it up, and new moon in Scorpio is very heavy for a lot of us. It brings a lot of things to the surface. As we know, the new moon's period will do that. But this Scorpio water sign, it really helped us go in depth and figure out where we're not happy in our lives. And all of us have these areas of our lives that we want to make better. For me personally, that was my work and home life balance. I feel like they are literally one and the same because I am a stay-at-home mom, and it gets really confusing and chaotic at times. So if you're a stay-at-home mom too, I understand. I'm a stay-at-home working mom, and it is very overwhelming and can be very draining if I don't have my spiritual routine together. So that's what I've been trying to do, gather my spiritual routine. So if you've been feeling really down, I want to share with you that spiritual routines can really help you ground yourself. There's my son. Come on. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. Spiritual routines can really help you ground yourself, especially when you feel like someone is always attaching themselves to your energy, whether it be a parent or a child or a roommate or a friend, a spouse, whatever the situation is. When you have someone who is always around, or you just are always around people, your job, whatever it is that you do in your life, you want to make sure that you're creating a space for you to recharge yourself and ground yourself and find yourself again. I think a lot of us caretakers, we lose ourselves in taking care of everyone else and forget to take care of ourselves, which is also why I was gone for like a week from here, maybe 2 weeks. I took that time away just to kind of figure out myself and figure out this new routine with me and my son and make some decisions that, had to be made. For me, I realized that I do need more help with my lovely, lovely son, which is definitely reasonable. And for you, it may be that you need to spend more time with family, or that, you need to give your boss your 2 cents, or that you need to eat healthier, whatever the case is. I actually came to a realization that I need to eat healthier, foods that are high vibrational, which even though I'm pescatarian, sometimes I still indulge in things that are more greasy sometimes, and things that are just not resonating with my body, like things that are not healthy for me. So whatever the case may be, make sure you look at yourself and see where you need more attention, where you need more love, where you need more affection and more peace. Sir, I guess Zane wants me to do a reading because he just dumped these out. So, Zane, would you like to do it? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come to mommy. Here.
No.
Don't tell me no. This is what I be going through, y'all. This is not what's caught on camera, but this will be happening, okay? Over here telling me no. Get your butt over here. Get your butt over here. Come here. You want to help me pick? So what's the overall energy, right? Wow, the Magician, right? Can you show them? Can you show them the card? Can you show it? I guess I'll show it. Magician. So we know the Magician is all about creating our realities, and I really think that today is specifically about being conscious about where you're giving your energy. And that goes hand in hand with manifestation. I heard someone say, and I cannot remember who it was, but they were saying, of course there's negative things, really bad, crappy things happening on in the world. But he was like, I don't choose to focus on those. And I was like, okay, I kind of see where you're going. Although I feel like some of those negative things really need attention, because we need to see if we can fix them. If we can collectively pay attention to them and kind of figure out how we can give awareness to it so that we can fix the problem. However, what he was saying was that there's also plenty of positive, amazing, magical things happening as well. And he chooses to focus most of his day on those rather than the more negative things. Because if you think about it, whether you're focusing on all the positive or all the negative, you're not instilling that balance in yourself. You're kind of burning yourself out. So make sure that you're giving some attention to some of the negative things that you feel that you can fix, as well as the positive things as well that you feel like are going great. So the Magician is definitely about where are you... I feel like I'm yelling. I feel like I'm yelling over him. But the Magician is about trying to figure out where you want to give your energy and where you want to not give it. Okay? I've been practicing this very major transformative thing the last couple of days, and it's this phrase: nothing is more important than where I am right now. I can handle what I'm handling and focus on what I'm focusing on in this moment, rather than giving my attention to 11 million things at once. And that's kind of how anxiety happens. And I've personally been pretty honest about the anxieties that I randomly have, and it is because I feel like I'm always trying to do 10 million things at once, especially with being a stay-at-home mom with a toddler who's very, very active. Everybody who's saying, you're hitting the tripod. You don't want to break the camera, okay? Everybody who's ever met Zane knows that he's very active. He doesn't even sit and eat. He has a table and a chair, and he will run around, eat his nugget, run around, eat his nugget, jump off the couch, hit his head, cry, eat a nugget, do the same thing, all on repeat. So it can be pretty chaotic, especially with having my own business that I am pretty much doing by myself. I get help here and there every now and then, but it is kind of rare considering how long I've been doing this business. So it can be definitely challenging to be a stay-at-home mom. I've been a stay-at-home mom pretty much the whole time that I've been doing this business. Whether it be I was pregnant and, going through pregnancy issues, or, raising this little cute boy right here with the afro, my little afro baby. But most of the time that I've been doing this business, he has been in the picture, or at least thought of in the picture, because I was pregnant. So yeah. And it can, like I said, it can be very challenging. I mean, if you think about it, we're always growing and moving forward in our lives. And while he's growing and moving forward, I'm also having to grow and move forward with him and figure out who this new person is, because he's new every single day. He's different every single day. And I know a lot of us, and my husband told me I should start talking about stay-at-home mom stuff more on the channel, because there's so many of us out there. I mean, please put a hand or a high five or a mom symbol in the description, not the description box, the comment section, so that we can really see how many stay-at-home moms or working moms there are in this section, or even single moms. If you're a single mom, please do the same. But what I'm saying is, no matter what your struggle is, maybe you're not a stay-at-home mom, but you feel overwhelmed by your daily things, by your daily activities, please, and I beg of you, because I know I've gotten really like sad some days because I feel so overwhelmed and so unorganized and so discombobulated. And I am very spiritual, which is crazy that I feel that I get so low some days because I always have extra and excess energy. I mean, look at this. This is going a little deep. But I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be with you guys. And if I upload this video, I'm so grateful that I did, because it is a little weird being vulnerable and so vulnerable. But I feel like this message is so necessary. When you feel that low vibration, when you feel so low that you cannot get up, or when you feel like you're drowning because it's too much happening for you, please ask for help. Ask for help. When help is even provided to you or offered to you, allow yourself to get that help. I know for a lot of us, especially, I don't even want to say especially women, because especially men as well, we all feel like it's going to be a burden to ask for help. It's not. It is not. As long as we are trying our best, it is not a burden for us to ask for help. And sometimes we're trying even more than our best. We're giving everything and more to it. So ask for help, guys. When you feel like you're drowning, it's because you're handling too many responsibilities at once, and you're not allowing yourself to be vulnerable. You're not allowing yourself to be sensitive. You're not allowing yourself to get the help that you need. So ask for help. I feel like that is the biggest message of today's reading, I guess. And the Magician card that popped out today is really asking us to take more control by allowing other people to help us. That doesn't mean that you're dependent. It means that you are so independent. You're independent enough and confident in your independence to know that you still need help sometimes. Independence does not mean that you don't ever ask for help. Independence is maturity, okay? It's understanding when you have reached your zenith. It's understanding where you've reached, where your cup is pretty much empty and you're saying, I understand myself and I know where I am right now and I need help. And I feel like that has been especially my biggest issue. Even since a child, I always felt like it was a burden to ask for help. So if you are in that same situation, you are watching this video because you need to ask for help. Sometimes God will... They always say God works in mysterious ways. It is very curious how God works, because sometimes you'll be like, God, why are you not looking out for me? Why are you not helping? And then God keeps sending this help, and then you keep like turning it down, or you can't process your feelings. You can't process that you need help, so you don't allow yourself to get help. But right now, if you're here, ask for help. You need the assistance. Please ask for help. If it is at a time where you can if you have a child, if you can put your child in daycare, do that. If you can go work somewhere else, somewhere that's not draining you anymore, start applying to those jobs. If your boss is giving you a crap load of work and you're not getting paid enough for that, talk to them, okay? We need more honest people in the world. And if you get laid off from that job, start applying other places, because they don't deserve you. They're overworking you and they know that they're wrong. Know your value. Guys, know your value. Even when you think about kings and queens, they didn't even do everything. And they're thought of to be the most powerful. But they didn't do everything. Even God needs us to be messengers for God. If God needs messengers, needs assistance as well, don't you think it's okay for you to ask for help? It is. So ask for help. I've been practicing that the last month. And it's been nice. It's been nice, especially to know that people are willing to help. People are willing to be there for assistance. So let's see. Wow. So we've got this 5 of Wands and this 4 of Swords energy, and then we got a lot of other great stuff going on. And it's funny, we got that card that I just seen. But 5 of Wands and 4 of Swords, I feel like is a representation of an inner battle. This is so blurry. Like, has it been blurry this whole time? Okay, so we've got this 4 of Swords and 5 of Wands. The energy of these two together is really giving me this inner battle. inner fight, and it could be that inner fight of independence, battling what we think or what our ideas of independence are. Does that make sense? What our ideas are when it comes to independence. Yeah, I don't know. But what comes to mind when we think of the word independence? What does that look like? And I think that a lot of us are going to have to get deep into our mind and our inner child and figure out what it was represented as when we were children. Was independence represented as always figure it out yourself? Was it represented as being able to sustain yourself even as a child, having to go get your own food? And I'm talking like 5 years old, you were expected to get your own juice, you were expected to get your own food, make your own food. What was expected of you as a child? And is that why you see independence as that specific thing? Once you dive into that meaning that stems from your childhood, you can start to construct it to make more sense and to actually be what that word is. So you can look up the word independent. My definition of independence. Independence is being free from control. Not relying on others all the time to handle my responsibilities, but instead handling my responsibilities wisely. Sometimes, handling my responsibilities wisely includes letting others help me or provide me with guidance. However, my independence allows me to be capable of getting the job done, whether assistance is granted or denied from others. Through life and lessons, this definition will change. But for now, it remains the same. So you can look up the word independence or whatever the word is for you. You should probably know at this point in the video what this message means for you. But what does it actually mean, and how are you seeing it as, and why do you see it as that? A lot of us see wealthy or rich as always a money thing. But there have been time and time again that rich people come forth and they are not happy. There have been time and time again that rich people are doing drugs to suppress their emotions and to not face them and to escape from them. We see the same story over and over again. We see how, in quotations, rich people can be. But what does rich really mean? I think rich is about value, not necessarily quantity. But I used to see it as only quantity, but it's bigger than that. Rich is health. Rich is wellness. Rich is peace. You know, it's bigger than just money. So really look at these words in your life that are of importance to you and analyze what they meant in your childhood or what your childhood taught you that they meant versus what they should mean to you versus what you want them to mean to you. I definitely didn't expect this video to go like that, but I did ask my guides to guide me. So, and I am getting like this ringing in my ears. So I know that this message is for us. Wow. This is a lot of learning for me as well. I do let my guides speak through me, and that's why I post to this channel so that I can watch these videos as well. And it's crazy that a lot of these words that, you know, we had this meaning in our head, this idea of what they meant, they don't mean that at all. And with the magician, we have the power to change the meaning to us, to change ourselves. So who are we? Who were we? And who do we want to be? Two of Pentacles, once again, is about the necessary need for duality, balance. Okay? So how can you instill more balance and peace into your life? I really think that balance is peace. I think balance is being able to accept the negative and the positive without judging them, but accepting them both. Thank you. Two of Cups. Two of Cups is about balance as well. Thank you, sir. Two of Cups is about balance and duality and also partnership. So allowing yourself to be helped once again. Thank you. King of Swords is about power and wisdom and maturity. That's what it is about for me today. That's the message I'm getting today. And Seven of Cups is about the different options that you have to create the life that you want. And being able to see what's realistic And I don't want to necessarily say realistic, but what you're capable of versus, you know, what you really don't want, but like you think you want. Okay, so it's like this dream state and then this real state. And I want to make it clear that some things we don't think is real, and they are the most real thing ever. Okay, so what I was saying is some things that we think are fake are actually the realest thing that we can ever obtain, the realest thing that resonates with us. And sometimes the real things are completely fake, but we've been showed it in TV and the news, and people have lied to us, and you know, so our mind thinks it's real, and that's what life is supposed to be. But what is your heart pushing you towards? Because your heart will be honest with you. Your intuition will be true with you. That's why I think of your intuition as a light, because light is truth. It's not always about being positive, but it's really about being honest. When you are illuminated, you find out the truth. So like I said, I didn't expect this video to go this route, but I really do hope that whoever is still here, this message resonated with you. And if you're still here, go ahead and comment a fairy in the comment section below. If you're still here, then go ahead and comment a fairy in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you in another video. And if you really like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you.